Chatwoman. Chatwoman.
Instead of
the queen of the talk
Catwoman,
shows, right?
Why not?
How do you like my gypsy cab?
Oh my goodness, that car is not safe,
No.
right? No. I thought you were going to plow right into everybody. That was a scary ride coming to work today. Did you have any idea when you accepted the... I always wonder about this. When somebody makes history with something, do they know that it's going to be history? Did you know what was going to happen to Batman when you started it? Or was just, hey man, it's a job? And
Sally, I always thought of myself as kind of a classy guy. However, I never dreamed that it would go on for 25 years. And I know it sounds self-serving, but Batman became a classic. All I knew was that every day when I went in there, I wanted to focus on the work and do the best job I could, you know, with the role and the tone of it, the kind of thing we were trying to do. But I don't think anybody ever dares assume that, you know, something's going to be... Look at you. Look at you. Did you dream that this...
No. I thought 13 weeks, goodbye, and that would be it.
You've had how many years?
This will be 12.
My word.
I know.
And you don't show.
I feel like a sex change. Now wait.
No, I'm here for one reason. To celebrate Sally's success.
Ah, thank you. Batman, he did Batman from 1966 to 1968, right?
It was 2.5 seasons, Sally, prime time. And we did 120 segments.
Ooh, that's a lot of work.
It is. It's enough so
they don't work that hard these days, you know that.
Well, I don't know because none of my pilots have been successful.
Well, let's talk about that. Is that that had to have been the problem?
It was a big problem.
The type casting. And you know, people who aren't in our business don't know that the people who cast think of you as what they have seen you do, not as what you're capable of doing. And you can't break that mold, can you?
It's pretty tough. I did it rather quickly. It took me 25 years.
25 years?
Pretty much, because after Batman, like you say, I mean, I was really nailed to that role. And so I had to do, I think it's an actor's obligation to work, you know, to keep stretching and do things. And also there's another little thing, you got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
Did
more...
Batman make you rich?
Not really. I thought it was going to.
But why didn't it?
For about 10 minutes. Well, in those days, what happens is that the residuals only last for 6 runs. And it's not in perpetuity. Because the Screen Actors Guild didn't anticipate, you know, all the new windows, the electronic advances, and, for example, video and so on.
So those people made a fortune, but the people who did the roles did not make a fortune. And you can't get another role until now. You've got something now, right? 25 years later?
I've been very lucky, really. I've always pretty much kept working. I mean, I've done appearances, I've been shot out of cannons in circuses, and yes, where does actor studio training come in during that? But arms flailing as you shot across the arena. Ooh, there's the net. And I think, but what happens is, if you just keep working, I did a play at the Mark Taper Forum, the Music Center, I did avant-garde theater.
You do anything to keep going.
Oh, crummy movies by the dozen. I've done 15 television pilots.
15?
Yes.
How many were picked up?
Well, only the one that I didn't do the pilot for. I had a series on a summer ago called Danger Theater for Fox. And I'm doing a new series now. I start, I guess, this week. I'll be in rehearsals after I leave here. It's called The Clinic.
Good.
Written by Matt Wickline and Sandy Frank, who wrote for Letterman and in Living Color. So it's wonderful material.
So he has been able, after 25 years, lucky man, to break that mold, and wrote a book, and has all kinds of new projects.
I'm so happy that you mentioned the book.
Why not? I mean, of course.
Good.
And I think he's going to have a great and very, very long career. Do you ever feel like the Caped Crusader?
Halloween. No, No, I tried a couple of times wearing the costume around, but funny people came and nabbed me and took me places that were terrifying.
And you're saying, no, I'm here, I'm the real one. I think another thing that people would find very interesting is if I were casting, and when they made the Batman movies, I would have put him in another role. You know, I would have given him a role, and then people watching the movies will say, hey, look at him, that's Adam West, that's the original Batman. They didn't do that.
No, I was approached a couple of times quietly, sort of tacitly, I think is the word. And they asked me, would I be interested in playing Batman's father?
Well, okay.
No, I'm much too young. I still fit in my utility. Actor's vanity, right? No, what I would be interested in playing, though, possibly would be Batman's uncle.
Okay.
Yes.
But you see, I would have thought they would have thought of that. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's
I know
my
you
pleasure.
have to leave,
I
right?
have a little something just before yes, I do have to leave. Sally, I want you to be the first to be...
I'm going to put that thing on television.
This is not an ashtray. I want you to be the first to try on Batman's famous cowl.
Oh, boy.
What do you think, Sally?
I wonder if I can get it on. Here we go. Don't look. Close your eyes, all right? Everybody close your eyes, and we'll see what we can do.
And I'm going to have to go because I'm going to get a parking ticket with a Batmobile. Look! It's Catwoman! Catwoman!
Anxiously awaited for Friday night to roll around so we could watch the latest episodes of Dallas, okay? We're going to catch up with one of my favorite stars from the show when we